Now, first, let me address the President's recent comments on the Russia probe, then on our negotiations with North Korea, and then on health care. Russia. This morning, the President tweeted that he, quote, has the absolute right to pardon himself, unquote, and that, quote, the appointment of a special counsel is totally unconstitutional. President Trump, you went 0 for 2 on the Constitution this morning. First, of course, no president has the power to pardon himself or herself. If they did, the presidency would function above and outside the law, counter to the very founding principles of our country, that we don't have a king. We are a nation of laws, not men. That's what the founding fathers created America all about. They didn't like the monarchies. But if a president can pardon himself, it's virtually a monarchy, at least as far as the president's concerned. If the presidents had the power to pardon themselves, we'd no longer be a democracy. As the Department of Justice legal counsel wrote 4 days before Nixon resigned, quote, under the fundamental rule that no one may be a judge in his own case, the president cannot pardon himself. This is virtually indisputable. And does the president get to choose what he can pardon himself over? Theft? Murder? Who knows? The president does not have the right to pardon himself. That's for sure. Second, of course the appointment of the special counsel is constitutional. Never mind the fact that President Trump's own Republican appointees made the appointment of the special counsel. This is far from the first special counsel to investigate a serious matter concerning the president. Again, if the president were beyond the reproach of any investigation, there would be no check on the president's conduct. The president could engage in rife corruption, self-dealing, without consequence. Surely, that's not what our constitutional system envisions. That's not the structure of America that the founding fathers set up and we have followed for more than 200 years. So the president's tweets are silly, farcical, even absurd. They're not legal arguments to be treated seriously. Rather, they seem to reveal increasing desperation on the part of the president. President Trump has escalated his criticism of the Russia probe from smearing the special counsel and his team and hawking outrageous conspiracy theories to attacking the very legal architecture of our country. Special counsel Mueller has already issued more than a dozen indictments. He secured several guilty pleas from top Trump campaign officials. The probe is not only legitimate, it's finding violations of the law on the part of the Trump campaign and others. So as wrong as President Trump was in his tweets this morning, you have to wonder, why is he asserting the right to pardon himself? Why is he questioning the constitutionality of an investigation in the first place? For a man who constantly proclaims his innocence, President Trump's doing an awfully good impersonation of someone who believes he has something to hide. It's hard to think of another explanation for the increasingly ridiculous and far-fetched legal theories peddled by the president and his lawyers. Now, the pundits and the analysts in the media are debating whether it makes smart, strategic sense for President Trump to sit down for an interview with the special counsel. They're asking the wrong question. The president's strategy and political interests shouldn't be the basis for whether or not he sits down with the special counsel. If the special counsel requests an interview with the president as part of his investigation, the president should agree to provide testimony. If President Trump has done nothing wrong, as he so often and so loudly claims, he should have nothing to fear by sitting down with the special counsel.